All right, our live stream is up and running. We're going to start our service on page 46 of our Sidduremes. We're going to start on page 46 of our Sidduremes with Hine Matov. Hine Matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine Matov u'manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Page 48, we join together from Modani. Modani lefanecha, melech chai v'kayam, shechazarta b'nishbati b'chemla, rabba emunatecha. Page 48, we join together in the English translation. Blessed are you, O eternal our God, ruler of the universe, who's made our bodies with wisdom, combining veins, arteries, and vital organs into a finely balanced network. Wondrous fashioner and sustainer of life, source of our health and our strength, we give you thanks and praise. Blessed are you, O eternal, who heals all flesh and does wonders. Page 49. The soul that you've given me, O God, is a pure one. You've created it and formed it, breathed it into me, and within me you sustain it. And you will hereafter take my soul to life everlasting. So long as I have breath, therefore, I will give thanks to you, O eternal my God, and God of all ages, master of all creation, ruler of every human spirit. Blessed are you, O eternal, in whose hands are the souls of all the living and the spirits of all flesh. Page 50, we join together in English. Blessed are you, O eternal our God, ruler of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot and has commanded us to engage in words of Torah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kedushan bo mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asot b'divrei Torah. Eternal our God, make the words of your Torah sweet to us and to the house of Israel your people, and that we and our children may be lovers of your name and students of your Torah for its own sake. Blessed are you, O eternal, the teacher of Torah to God's people, Israel. Page 51. These are the obligations of whose fruit we eat in this world and whose full reward await us in the world to come. Together.
To honor God's mother, to perform acts of loving kindness, to attend the house of sanctuary, to welcome the stranger, to visit the sick, to welcome the bridegroom, to accompany priestesses, to pray with sincerity, to bring peace and strife, that the study of Torah is equal to all, because it leads to them all.
Page 52, we join together for the responsive reading. Blessed are you, eternal our God, ruler of the universe, who's implanted mind and instinct within every living being. Amen.
Blessed are you, eternal God, ruler of the universe, which made me with Israel.
Amen. Blessed are you, eternal our God, ruler of the universe, who's made me free.
Amen. Blessed are you, eternal God, ruler of the universe, which made me in this way in his divine image.
Amen. Blessed are you, eternal our God, ruler of the universe, who opens the eyes of the blind.
Amen. Blessed are you, eternal God, ruler of the universe, which violates clothes for the naked.
Amen. Blessed are you, eternal our God, ruler of the universe, who brings freedom to the captive.
Amen. Blessed are you, eternal God, ruler of the universe, who lifts the fallen.
Amen. Blessed are you, eternal our God, ruler of the universe, who makes firm each person's steps.
Amen. Blessed are you, eternal God, ruler of the universe, who girds our people Israel with strength.
Amen. Blessed are you, eternal our God, ruler of the universe, who crowns our people Israel with glory.
Amen. Blessed are you, eternal God, ruler of the universe, who gives strength to the weary.
Amen. Blessed are you, eternal our God, ruler of the universe, who removes sleep from the eyes and slumber from the eyelids.
Amen.
Page 55. Blessed is the one who spoke, and the world came to be.
Blessed is God.
Blessed is the source of creation.
Blessed is the one who says and does.
Blessed is the one who decrees and fulfills.
Blessed is the one whose compassion covers the earth and all its creatures.
Blessed is the one who pays proper reward to those who revere God.
Blessed is the one who lives and endures forever.
Blessed is the one who redeems and saves.
Blessed be God's name.
Blessed are you, eternal our God, ruler of the universe, the merciful parent extolled by the words of God's people, praised and glorified by words of pious servants. And with the songs of David, your servant, we will praise you, O eternal our God.
With praises and songs we will magnify and laud and glorify you, and declare your sovereignty, proclaim your name, ruler our God.
The only one, the source of life in the universe.
The sovereign is greatly praised and glorified, Lord.
Blessed are you, eternal, sovereign, extolled with songs of praise. Page 52. Tov להודות לאדוני ולזמר להמשך העליון להגיד בבוקר חסדך ואמונתך בלילות. Page 57. Page 57. Now we turn to page 60. We'll join together in the English reading. The righteous shall flourish like palms, grow tall like cedars in Lebanon. Rooted in the house of the Eternal, thou shalt be fresh and green, proclaiming that the Eternal is just, my rock in whom there is no wrong. Page 60, we'll join together for Ashrei. Ashrei Yoshevetecha od yalelucha sela. Tehillah l'David erinach l'chai hamelech baruch Shimcha l'olam va'ed. Gadol Adonai milo me'od v'lituto in cheker. Hadar kavod hodecha v'divrei neflotecha asicha. Zecher atucha yaviu v'sirecha yiranenu. Tov Adonai la'kol ma'asav, Tov Adonai la'kol v'rachamav kol ma'asav. Kavod malchutecha yomeru v'guretecha yagidu. Malchutecha melcho kol olamim u'memsheltecha b'chol dor v'dor. Enei koelecha yasaveru v'etem notem lechem et ochlam b'yito. Sadik Adonai l'kol derachav v'chasid b'chol ma'asav. Ratzon yireh ya'aseh v'et Shabbatim yashmein b'yoshe'em. Tehillah Adonai yidaber pi yivarech kol b'sar Shem kadosho li'olam va'ed v'nachnu nevarech yamid v'yad olam. Hallelujah. Page 65, we join together with the English reading. Let every living being bless your name, O eternal our God, and let every human being acclaim your majesty forever and ever. Through all time and space, you are God. We have no sovereign who redeems and saves, helps and supports but you. God of all ages, ruler of all creatures, master of all generations, extolled by a magnitude of praises, the one who guides the world with loving kindness, and the creatures with tender mercy. The eternal neither slumbers nor sleeps, but rather wakes the sleeping and arouses the dormant, gives speech to the silent and releases the bound, and supports the fallen and raises those who are bowed down. To you alone we give thanks. Page 66.
Overflow with the songs of sea, high tongues of melody as the roaring waves, our lips will praise as the heavens wide as network, and though our eyes would to shine as the sun is new, and the arms extend like sails like eagles, our feet speed swiftly as the air. Still we could not fully thank you, eternal our God, God of all ages.
Bless your name enough, for you've been one of the infinite kindnesses, miracles, and wonders you performed for our ancestors and for us.
Therefore limbs and spirit and soul and tongue shall join to thank, bless, praise, and extol your name. For every tongue will yet affirm you, and every knee will bend, and the upright shall bow to you, and every heart will revere you. And our innermost being shall sing praises to your name, as it is written, all my bones shall say, Eternal, who is like you, and David sang. Bless the Eternal, O my soul, and let all that is within me bless God's holy name. God, you are tremendous in your power, great in your glory, of your name mighty and forever, and awesome in your works, the sovereign, supreme, and exalted. Page 67. God abides forever, and holy is God's name. Therefore let all who are righteous sing God's song, as it is written, sing you righteous to the Eternal, the upright do well to acclaim the divine.
By the hands of the upright you shall be acclaimed, by the words of the righteous you shall be blessed, by the tongues of the righteous you shall be blessed, and in the midst of the holy you shall be praised.
And the assembled hosts of your people, the house of Israel, in every generation glorify your name in song.
May your name be praised forever, sovereign, great, and holy God, ruler in heaven and earth.
Blessed are you, eternal, God and sovereign, exalted in praises, God of thanksgiving, master of wonders, creator of souls, who delights in hymns of song, the only ruler of the life in the universe. We now rise with Hatzi Kaddish found on page 68. Yiskadal v'yiskadash shamei rabba Yamadi rachir seviam lechma husei Mechayechonu v'yamechonu v'yecho beis Yisrael Ba'agala u'bizman karim yemeru Amen Yehi shmei rabba mivora Le'olam alomei almaya yispara Yisbarak, v'yishtabach, v'yispar, v'yishma, v'yisnasei, v'yisadar, v'yisalem, v'yisalal, shemei kudasham, v'reyechu, le'ela min kol brichasa v'shirasa, tush v'chasa v'nechemasa, damira mi'alma, yimeru, amen. Page 69, we join together for the Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. Page 70. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech Olam. Yoser Or U'Borei Choshech, Oseh Shalom U'Borei Et HaKol. Blessed are you, O eternal our God, ruler of the universe, who forms light and creates darkness, who makes peace and creates all things. With compassion, God gives life to the earth and all who dwell there. With goodness, God renews the work of creation continually, day by day. How manifold are your works, O eternal, in wisdom you've made them all. The earth is full of your creations. As it said, praise the one who makes the great luminaries, for God's love endures forever. Blessed are you, O eternal, who forms the radiant lights. Page 71. You loved us with a great love, eternal our God. With surpassing compassion, you've had compassion upon us, our parent and ruler, for the sake of our ancestors who trusted in you and to whom you taught the ways of life. Bestow grace upon us and teach us. Our parent and merciful one who performs acts of kindness, have compassion upon us and instill in our hearts the desire to understand and discern, to hear, learn, and teach, observe, and perform, and fulfill all the teachings of your Torah with love. Enlighten our eyes with your Torah and let our hearts cling to your mitzvah. Unite our hearts to love and revere your name so that we may never be shamed, and because we trusted in your great holy and awesome name, may we be glad and rejoice in your salvation. Bring us in peace from the four corners of the earth and lead us upright to our land. For you are God who performs acts of salvation, as you've chosen us from all peoples and tongues, bringing us close to your great name forever in truth, so that we may be able to thank you and proclaim your unity in love. Blessed are you, O Eternal, who chooses the people of Israel in love. Page 73. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuso Leolam Va'ed. You may be seated for the V'ahavta on page 74. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושנתם לבניך ודיברת בם ושבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ושכבך וקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם אלוהים Ani Adonai Elohim, Adonai Elohim, and next. Page 76, we join together. True and enduring, beloved and precious, awesome, good and beautiful is this eternal teaching. This truth we hope to be ever certain. The eternal God is our ruler, the rock of Jacob, the shield of our salvation. God abides through all generations, and God's name is eternal. God's throne stands firm. The divine sovereignty and faithfulness are everlasting.
God's word is true and precious to all eternity.
Eternal our God, you redeemed us from Egypt.
You set us free from the house of bondage.
For this your beloved praise you, exalting God in song.
You do exalt him, songs, praise, blessings, and thanksgiving to you, the Son, the living and adoring God.
High and exalted, mighty and awesome, who humbles the proud and raises the lowly, who frees the captive and helps the oppressed.
Who enters the evil when they cry out.
All praise to God Most High, the source of blessing. Like Moshe and Israel, we raise our voices in the joy of redemption as we sing as one. Mi chamocha palim Adonai, mi chamocha neder bar kodesh, no telot osei fele, shirah shashiv chugilim, l'shimcha asmat hayam, yachad kulum chilichu v'chim lichu v'yimru, Adonai imloch leolam va'ed. We now rise on page 78 for Sur Yisrael. Sur Yisrael, Kuma ve'ezrat Yisrael, U'pechunamecha Yehuda v'Yisrael, Go Aleinu Adonai Tzivaot Shemo, Kedosh Yisrael, Baruch atah Adonai Ba'al Yisrael. Page 78, we'll join together now for the Amidah prayer. Adonai sefataditahu fi agita ilatecha, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu v'Eloheinu imoteinu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibur Hanorah, El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Ve'konei Hakol, Ve'zofer Chasei Avot B'imachot, U'mevi Geulah Lifnei Gnaychem, L'man Shemo B'Ahava, Melech Ozer Moshiach Magen. Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Ezra Sarah. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai, Mechayei Hakol atah Ram De'Hoshia, Mashiach Ruach Emerita Geshem, Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed, Mechayei Hakol Berachamim Rabim, Soimek Noflim V'Rofei Holy, Umatzir Asurim, Omekayem L'So Lishenei Afar, Michal Mocha Bal Gilurot, Umito Melech, Melech Mimito Mechaye, Umatzmiach Yeshua, Ne'emanat Hayot Hakol, Baruch atah Adonai Mechaye Hakol, Nekadesh et Shimcha Ba'olam, Ki Shem Shemagdishim Oto B'Shmei Kakatu Val Yad Nidiecha, Ekara Zel Ve'amar, Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzivaot, Melech Kol Haaretz, Kivodo, Adir, Adirenu, Adonai, Adonenu, Adir Shema B'Kol Haaretz, Baruch Kivod Adonai, Mimkamo, Echad, Eloheinu, Avinu, Malkeinu, Moshienu, V'hu Yashminu, Rachma Shnei L'nei Kol Hai, Ani Adonai Elohechem, Yimloch Adonai Leolam, Elohai Yitzion, Ledor Vador, Hallelujah. Ledor Vador Nagid Godecha, Uvanetzek Netzachim Kedushacha Nagdish, V'shivach Aleinu Mepinu Le'emush Leolam, Va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. we'll join together on page 88 for Oseh Shalom. Oseh Shalom Bimramav, Uyaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'imru Amen. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. V'yameru Amen. So now we're going to talk again about our Torah portion of today. So any lasting tidbits of information that anyone can share with us about this week's Torah portion, something that stuck out from our Torah study of today. Anything? Yes.
To me, the fact that Jacob was going back to the land that is currently Israel
Mm-hmm.
absolutely showed our destiny.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say this portion is dedicated to the final life of Jacob.
Very good. All right. That's a great lead into our Torah study of today, or our Torah discussion of today. Anything else anyone would like to add? I think it's a perfect way to transition. So we dive into the final Torah portion of Genesis of this week. We're in Parshat Vayechi, and we find ourselves at the crossroads of legacy. Vayechi means, and he lived, and it opens with the concluding chapters of Jacob's life, recounting his blessings and the destinies of the 12 tribes for his sons. In this week's Torah reading, we unearth valuable lessons that resonate with the essence of Jewish life in our collective journeys. The Torah reading begins with a poignant scene as Jacob is on his deathbed, and he imparts blessings to his sons. And in doing so, he not only blesses each of his sons individually, but also prophetically, revealing their unique destinies and roles in the formation of the 12 tribes of Israel. This act underscores the power of words and their enduring impact that they have on shaping our futures. As inheritors of this tradition, we are reminded of the importance of the spoken word in our own lives. Our words have a potential in our world to uplift, to inspire, and to guide. So let us use our tongues as instruments of blessings, imparting wisdom, encouragement, and love to those around us. But just as Jacob's sons were blessed, we too can be sources of blessings for our families and our friends and our communities. And one of the central themes of Vayechi is the concept of legacy we were talking about earlier today in our Torah study. Jacob, in blessing his sons, sets the course for the generations to come with Lador Vador, and each blessing carries a unique vision for the future, illustrating the profound impact individuals can have on the trajectory of their own descendants. This challenges us to reflect on the legacy that we are building through our own actions, through our own values, and the stories we share with one another. In today's fast-paced world, it is easy to become consumed by the present moment, neglecting the foresight necessary to building a lasting legacy. Parshat Vayechi urges us to consider the consequences of the choices and actions we have, reminding us that every decision contributes to the narrative of our own legacies. What values do we want to pass on to the future generation, and what stories will they tell about ourselves? These questions are a call to intentional living, prompting us to align our actions with the enduring values of our faith and our tradition. One powerful aspect of Jacob's blessing is the recognition of each son's unique strengths and challenges. From Reuben to Benjamin, the blessings acknowledge the diverse qualities within the family, affirming that each person is valued for their own individual contributions. In this, we find a profound lesson on acceptance and understanding within our own communities. And our congregation, like Jacob's family, It is diverse and it is dynamic. And we must embrace the differences among ourselves, recognizing that each member brings a unique set of strengths and challenges to our community. And by acknowledging and valuing this diversity, we strengthen the bonds of our own community and create an environment where everyone can thrive. In Parshat Vayehi, we encounter the poignant moment when Jacob adopts Joseph's sons Ephraim and Manasseh to his own. And in doing so, Jacob demonstrates the power of inclusion and the importance of extending our love beyond biological boundaries. This act sets a precedent for Jewish tradition of adoption, emphasizing that love and connection are not limited to blood ties. In our own lives, let us be inspired by Jacob's example and open our own hearts to those in need of love and belonging. Whether this be through adoption, through fostering, or simply extending a hand of friendship, we have the opportunities to create a legacy of compassion and inclusion. Our actions, like Jacob's, can shape the destinies of those around us, offering a sense of belonging to those who may otherwise feel marginalized. But at the end of our Torah reading this week, the tone shifts in the narrative, but the theme of legacy does not. At the conclusion of Vayehi, we see Jacob's passing and the beginning of a period of mourning. The grandeur of Egypt mourns the departure of the great patriarch. And this moment reminds us of the transient nature of life and the inevitability of death. Yet in the face of this reality, our Torah reading of this week encourages us to find solace in the enduring nature of our spiritual legacy. Just as Jacob's blessings continue to influence the trajectory of the Jewish people, our actions and values have the power to transcend our earthly existence. The teachings we impart, the love we share, the kindness we show leave indelible marks in our hearts and our minds and those who we touch as well. And in this way, we can find comfort in the knowledge of our own spiritual legacy and enduring and shaping our futures of faith. Reflecting upon the lessons of Parshat Vayehi, let us strive to live with the intentionality we learn about in this week's Torah portion, recognizing the impact of words, the importance of building a lasting legacy, and the power of inclusion and compassion of Rahmanas. May we be inspired by the blessings of Jacob to bless others, embracing the diversity within our own communities, fostering a legacy of love that transcends the boundary of time. Keni Hirat Son, may it be God's will. Amen.
Amen.
So we will not be doing a Torah service for today, so we'll be turning to page 103. But first we'll actually do the Misha Berach prayer. I will be reciting names from Misha Berach list. After the names have been read aloud, I'd like to ask anyone to please add any additional names to the Misha Berach list for those in need of healing of mind, body, and or spirit. Today's Misha Berach list includes the following names: Miriam Mendel ben Shira, Nachman ben Malka, Shlomo Leib ben Malka, Yisrael Reuven ben Devorah Alka, Alan Lewis, Esther Bat Ruth, Yehuda ben Joseph, Russ Paneri, Gerald Longmore, Ceci Kurland, Isidore Schiffman, Yvette Zamos, Michael Berkowitz, Susan Sklar, David Rothschild, Ellen Rosenbaum, and Holly Matthews, Jessica Herman, Phil Miller, John Zwally, Brian Leibowitz, Lynn Ginsberg, Sam Perlman, Erin Lynchner, Sarah Lynchner, Stanley Levitt, Myra Levis. Are there any additional names anyone would like to have added to the list?
Bruce Estrin.
Bruce Estrin.
And Erin Evers.
Aaron Evers. Thank you.
Rita Gavin.
Rena Gallner.
Carly Goldstein.
Holly Goldstein.
Leah Vidal.
I was going to say, she's here.
She still needs it.
Okay. Leah Vidali.
And,
Or was that Brooke Goldstein? Did you want Leah Vidali?
yes, I did.
Okay, Leah Vidali as well. I wasn't sure if you were saying, just
No.
calling out Leah next to you and saying. Any additional names? Okay, the words to the Misha Berach prayer can be found at the very back of our Siddurees. Once again, the words to the Misha Berach prayer is found at the very back of our Siddurees. Misha Berach Avotenu Mekor Abrecha Leimotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us. Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishe Berach Imotenu Mekor Abrecha Le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We'll now turn to the Elena prayer found on page 103 of our Sidurims. We'll rise for the Elena on page 103. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol l'ateit gedula liatzeh breshit shelo atzana kihye aretzo velo samanu kishbachot adama shelo sam kalkenu kahen megor aleinu kikol amonam v'anachnu kurim umishtagalim umodim livnei melech malei amlakim akadosh baruch hu She'unete shamayim ve'yosir haaretz u'moshiv yekaro b'shamayim ima'al u'shchinatu zo v'govnei meroimim hu Eloheinu ein od emet malkeinu efezulato kakatu v'torato v'yadatayom ve'hoshivota elavevecha Ki Adonai hu Elohim, b'shamayim nimal, v'yal haaretz, mitzachat ein od. Page 106. We therefore hope in you, O eternal our God, soon to behold the splendor of your might. Then will false gods vanish from the earth, and the idols will be utterly cut off, to heal the world through the sovereignty of the Almighty. Then will all acclaim you as your God, and forsaking evil, turn to you alone. Let all who dwell on earth acknowledge that unto you every knee must bend, and every tongue swear loyalty. Before you, O eternal our God, let them humble themselves to your glorious name, let them give honor. Let all accept the yoke of your dominion, that you may rule over them soon and forever. For the dominion is yours, and you will rule in glory, as it is written, the eternal will reign forever and ever. V'ne'emar v'haya Adonai L'melech al kol haaretz, vayom lahu yeh Adonai echad, u'shemo echad. You may remain standing for the mourner's Kaddish. I'll be reciting names from our yahrzeit list after the names have been read aloud. If anyone would like to have any names added to the list, I'd like to invite you to encourage you to share with us those names at that point. Today's yahrzeit list includes the following names: Eleanor Benner, Stephanie Kaplan, Eva Saracen, Asif Brover, Elise Fleischig, Philip Olstein, Naomi Fisher, Arthur Lewis, Howard Friedman, Myron Tannenbaum, Kate Salewitz, Caroline Natras, Zahava Gabe, Alan Axelrod, Lena Cohen, Sydney Appleman, Mildred Samotin, Elliot Levis, Irving Ginsberg, Millie Estrin, Jose Katz, Max Porras, Hyman Aronson, Arnold Flam, Benjamin Saracen, Stephen Lichtenstein, and as well Len Smolin. Are there any additional names anyone would like to have added to the yahrzeit list or recently passed list for today? Will remain standing, and the words to the mourner's Kaddish can be found on page 107 of our Sidurims. Yiskada v'yiskada shemei rabah, v'alma divrach yosei v'amlech machusei, v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei d'chol beis Yisrael, v'agala v'zman kari v'yamru amen. Yahei shmei rabah miborach l'olam l'omei almaya, yisbarach v'yishtabach v'yispa'ar v'yishman v'yisnasei, V'yis hadar, v'yis haleh, v'yis halal, shemei v'kudasha, v'reichu, la'ela minkol v'rechasa, v'shirasa, tushbechasa, v'nechamasa, damiran v'alma, v'imru, amen. Yesh lama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'yakol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom v'imromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'yakol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. May the memories for all those that we hold near and dear in our hearts remain with us forever. Let us say, Amen. We're going to now turn to page 108 of our Siddurim for Ein Keloheinu before we conclude with Hatikvah for today. Ein Keloheinu, Ein Kadonenu, Ein Kemalkeinu, Ein Kemoshienu, Mi Keloheinu, Mi Kadonenu, Mi Kemalkeinu, Mi Kemoshienu, Nodel Eloheinu, Nodel Adonenu, Nodel Malkeinu, Nodel Moshienu, Baruch Eloheinu, Baruch Adonenu, Baruch Malkeinu, Baruch Moshienu, Atah Eloheinu, Atah Adonenu, Atah Malkeinu, Atah Moshienu. All right before we break for our Hamosi as well as for the Kiddush, we'll rise once again for Hatikvah and then we will eat. Okay. Once again, in a show of solidarity for Israel, as we're still engaging in our attempts to free every last one of the hostages and to rid out Gaza from the Gaza Strip, and in a show of solidarity to Israel today, once again, we'll be concluding our service with Hatikvah. Kol od ba'lelav penima nefesh Yehudi homiya ufalete mizrach kadima ayin letzion Sophia odo avdat tikvatenu Hatikvah b'shnot alpayim liyotem chofshi be'artzeinu Eretz Zion Yerushalayim liyotem chofshi be'artzeinu Eretz Zion Yerushalayim. Good Shabbos, everyone.